Have you ever tasted a pineapple so sweet that it just feels like summer in one bite? That's exactly the mood I want to capture in my July bullet journal setup. This month, it's all about juicy yellows, fresh greens, and warm sunny energy to match those long summer days. So let's begin. I've already hand drawn all the spreads, and in this video, I'll walk you through each one page by page. For this theme, I'm using a mix of Crayola Supertips and Tombow dual brush pens, my go-to combo for bold colors and soft blending. These shades were picked to bring the tropical pineapple feel to life, sunny yellows, leafy greens, and a warm browns for that little hinge of ripeness. I wanted this month's cover to feel like a gentle invitation into summer, bright, cheerful, and a little bit sweet. So I started with the star of the theme, a full hand-drawn pineapple right at the heart of the page. I kept the shapes soft and round to give it that juicy, welcoming feel, and then began building around it, doodling pineapple slices and leafy swirls, placing them diagonally across the page to create a sense of flow and movement. Once the main elements were down, I added a leafy green border, slightly slanted, almost like a gentle breeze wrapping around the page. I really love how the diagonal layout brought a natural rhythm to the spread. It felt light, open, and just a little whimsical, which is exactly the mood I wanted for July. On the next page, I mirrored the same diagonal composition, but this time I let the quote take center stage. It says, "Love is like a pineapple, sweet and undefinable." Something about this quote felt perfect for July. Simple but layered, I used Crayola Supertips to letter each word in soft ombre tones, blending 2 to 3 shades to create that gentle transition from light to deep. I played with the colors until they felt just right. I even carried the same ombre effect into the surrounding leaves, just to tie everything together with a soft, creamy finish. It's always a small joy when an experiment turns out better than expected. This was exactly one of those moments. After both pages were complete, I outlined them together, adding those crisp little finishing touches that help everything pop. With the cover and first quote page complete, the journal already feels so full of summer. But of course, no setup is complete without a calendar to ground it all. So let's turn the page and bring a bit of structure into this juicy theme. For July's calendar, I kept things simple and open, just a single page layout with clean boxes, each one about 1.5 by 2 centimeters, spacious enough for daily notes, but still compact so that the pages doesn't feel too heavy. I added 2 pineapple slices, one in each corner, and a few gentle leaves and juice droplets around them, like a little splash of tropical fun. The dates were written in a soft magenta tone, which gives a playful contrast against all the greens and yellows. And just like on the cover, I finished it off with a green leafy border to frame the page and bring that cozy consistency to the setup. On the facing page, I added one more quote to carry that feel-good energy forward. This one says, "Stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside." Such a perfect pineapple mood, right? I hand lettered it using the same ombre blend, layering soft yellows, oranges, and a hint of coral. I love how the colors melt into each other and give the words a little extra warmth. To balance the composition, I added a few more pineapple slices down at the bottom, just enough to tie it in without taking away from lettering. These 2 pages make such a bright, happy pair, functional but still fun. After grounding the months with 2 little reminders to stay sweet and centered, it's time to check in with ourselves daily. Let's move forward towards the mood and habit tracker, where small, consistent choices shape the rhythm of our days. For the mood tracker, I decided to draw one giant pineapple textured with all the little skin details and the classic diamond-shaped eyes. Each eye on the fruit represents a day of the month, so I can fill them in one by one as the days go by. A whole pineapple reflecting a whole month of feelings. It just made sense. I used my Crayola Supertips for coloring in the leafy crown and adding definition to the eyes. Then I framed the spread with my signature green border to stay in sync with the rest of the setup. The title is hand lettered using Crayola Supertips, keeping it playful but clean. For modes, I kept it simple, just 3 tones. I find that having fewer options makes it easier to check in daily without overthinking. And watching the pineapple slowly fill with colors over the month is such a satisfying little moment. On the next page is my habit tracker. I doodled a sliced pineapple at the top right, cut evenly to reveal the juicy core. Just a small touch to make this page feel just as fun as the rest. This month I'm tracking 4 habits, 2 different medicines at 2 different times because healing requires consistency. A 45-minute to 1 hour walk each day, not just for fitness but for clearing the mind and getting that sunlight on my face. My daily Bujo check-in because this tiny habit keeps everything else flowing. And finally 1.5 liters of water because hydration truly changes how your body and mind feel. If you're just starting out, even picking one of these to track can gently shift your daily routine. I have noticed that when I keep it simple and visual, it actually becomes easier to stay on track. So if you're looking to build gentle discipline, this might be the page for you. Now that we have set up our space for emotional check-ins and healthy routines, it's time to organize the rest of July. This next spread is my little command center for the month, the dashboard. I began this spread just the way I love to, by doodling a few juicy pineapple slices. Then I added those playful little juice splashes and droplets around the page, filling them in with soft ombre blend of yellows and oranges. I used the same effect to letter the title dashboard, letting the colors gently melt into each other. It instantly made the page feel warm and summery. For the section headers, I played with color yellows, oranges, greens, pinks, and a little touch of brown. I wanted this page to feel cheerful and full of life because that's the energy I need when I come here to reset or plan. This month I'm keeping track of a few things. First, a little playlist space to collect the songs that match my mood or spark creativity. Then a master to-do list where I can drop all the big tasks for the month's brain dump style. To buy list for Bujo supplies because if I started listing everything else here, I need a whole notebook. To watch list for shows and YouTube videos I've been meaning to check out. And finally, a highlight section, my favorite part where I'll jot down little wins, memories, or anything that brought a smile this month. After all that colorful planning and cozy lists, I like to end the setup with a gentle look at how I am actually doing physically and mentally. So to wrap up my July's theme, I created a simple but super insightful routine tracker. I started with a few pineapple doodles and of course keeping them theme consistent. I framed the entire 2 page with a leafy green border, soft and gentle, just like the rest of the setup. For the actual tracker, I used light green, orange and mustard tones to build a soft gradient along the border. Across the bottom, I mapped out all the dates of the month and then split the tracker vertically. On the left side, I created a sleep tracker, just a simple bar graph that'll show how much rest I'm getting each night. And on the right page, I did the same for energy levels. Sometimes we don't realize how linked our sleep and energy are until we see it like this side by side. I lettered both titles with soft pink ombre using Crayola Supertips and then outlined the whole spread using my Sakura Pigma Micron. And here's a final flip through of all the July spreads we created together. If this video inspired you or made you smile, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more cozy journaling ideas every month. See you in the next one. Bye bye.